Real attempt. Let's do it.
Proper story's supposed to start at the beginning. Ain't so simple with this one. Now here's a kid whose whole world got all twisted, leaving him stranded on a rock in the sky. He gets up, sets off for the Bastion, where everyone agreed to go in case of trouble. Ground forms up under his feet as it pointing the way. He don't stop to wonder why. Finds his lifelong friend just lying in the road. Well, it's a touching reunion. He sees what's left of the rippling walls. Years of work undone in an instant. In the calamity, that a survivor. No man, it's a gas fella, forced out from underground. Sometimes you just need a drink. Gotta hold her still to spin up the chamber. A school of squirts tunnels up around him. Must have fled here from the mines.
Alright, hey. 43 for once.
He sets foot inside one of Celandia's famous watering holes. Inside's old Rondi, the bartender. The calamity got him before his drinking did. Then Kid finds his trusty shield. The security takes him for a petty thief. Special delivery. Gas fellas. Windbags start turning up for last call. More squirts start coming out of the woodwork. A big old fella pops out in front of the kid.
Okay, that was like a 142. Pretty good.
He gets a good look at things on his way down. He lands on top of a breaker's bow, and it ain't broke. Good news is the emergency defenses still work. Bad news is they're aiming for the kid. Right back at you, he finds the distillery, right next to the arsenal. Tough part of town. The arsenal's where the kid can pick the best tools for the job. Some of them squirts birthing like crazy in a couple of corn bins. An old ferry barge sends the kid on his way. The Bastion's real close now.
Yeah, this is a much better start already. That was surprisingly good, fang damage.
Kid takes a chunk of alloy. Smell of barley and spoiled blueberries fills the air. Scumbags. Kid maybe shouldn't have done what he just did. He finds the core to the wharf district. Well, down he goes.
Alright, that is a better start.
The Bastion. Now the kid sees something stranger still. His mind races. Did anybody else survive? Sure enough, he finds another. He finds me.
What's up, Annie Rocks?
Just like that, the Bastion comes alive. Starts growing again. Growing stronger.
Good news, we didn't fall in the Bastion either.
Now the Bastion
That's always a good thing.
even farther into the wild unknown. Kid ponders what to build. Kid don't know what's out there waiting for him.
Dude, I kept double clutching my rolls there. I'm gonna lose about a second because of that. So, I'll probably be red now.
Between bad and wrong. Ought to be a core down one of these twisted streets. But which one? And there it is. But it's locked down tight in an alloy cage. Almost like he's showboating for the crowd. And now there's a new marshal in town. He hears the whole place groan, but it's too tough to fall.
Okay, 0.8, not too much.
He comes back, just like I knew he would. The core hums in his pack. The monument's calling for it. Kid does it again. Only fair he decides what we build next. Makes time to sample spirits from my personal supply. Picked up traces of other cores while it came out.
I didn't get the tech skip. Why the hell not? Oh my god, dude. Please.
In better days, the melting pot was sealed tighter than the skin on a squirt. Of all the plans to survive the calamity, it had to be stagweeds. Cores stuck inside one of those fancy cages. Now what could possibly go wrong? Some of the stuff lying around is downright dangerous, quite a bit. As it turns out, the cage starts lifting from the core ever so slow. All Kid can do is wait. Shipments start falling in. Not every squirt's born bad. Some spring to the kid's defense. Judging by the movement of the cage, it's gonna take a little while.
Oh, I blew up a box. Did not want to do that. It's not a huge deal if I blow up one box, because I'm already skipping so many. And I do want to level up at a particular time.
Scumbag.
And that was not the time.
Interlopers.
Alright, well, we made up for that a little bit.
Birdie popped that mean old.
But, yeah, that cost us a little time.
At this rate, maybe 5 more minutes, maybe 30. Hard to tell.
Okay, that was pretty good, though. Of course, I just realized I have no black tonics for these things.
Tutorial around the core. Then a shipment of free samples shows up. It ain't all bad.
Nice, got all the dudes killed. Everything's good looking.
One thing's for sure, that cage is awful heavy.
Okay.
It's a troublesome scene to be sure.
This scene contains some trouble. Good aim, kid.
A few moments left when the core goes free. 10, 9, 8, 7. Give or take a few seconds.
You, come here.
Finally, the core's within reach. And done. He's got it. Just gotta get to the nearest bar.
Nope.
Ain't no easy
Nope.
way out of this mess.
Sick, dude. Lose 6 seconds on an auto-scroller. Excellent. Thanks, Melting Pot.
I still remember the look on his face after that one. The old world's finished, but the new world's just getting started.
So, Melting Pot is the dumbest level. There's only like 2 possible times when you can actually shorten the level. And if anything happens to cause you to not achieve the fastest kill as possible in those 2 circumstances, you're screwed.
Security's all fired up. See, the path was intended for leisurely strolling and such. One of them bridges whips the kid along. The calamity changed everything. Even when the wind blows. Well, if we mastered the winds in the old days.
Alright, at least we did Sundown Path well.
Could have taken the core. Scumbag ate it by mistake. No, they used to ship live munitions down the path. Even gas fellas need some shut-eye from time to time. They get
Wow! What?
and all this toil. Kid keeps coming back.
Holy crap, how did we gold that
Who else?
by 5 seconds? That's crazy. I didn't even know there were 5 seconds to save on Sundown Path. Like, I couldn't have imagined that that was a thing.
So he didn't find the core that time, but that ain't about to stop us. The dead welcome him with
Alright,
open arms.
well, that's a way to make up for that melting pot.
Kid sees a plane, frozen faces all around.
Of course, we can promptly ruin it by falling on Hang
These
Gardens.
folks never saw the calamity coming, but someone did. Someone close. It was someone like him. It's a snag or two trying to get to him. He ain't about to stop, no matter what. He's got so many questions after all. The Thunder brothers didn't make it. Just think, without that man, we wouldn't be here right now, would we? But him, he survived. What do you
Ah, man.
Kid hasn't a clue, but he says this. He's a proper gentleman, that man. His name is Zolf. No hiding he's an Ura. Folks like him ain't never been a common sight in Celandia. He's relieved to see a living face or two. The kid and I introduce ourselves in kind. Both to him and to each other for the first time. The cores, they remember. That's why this place is coming together. That's why things are gonna be alright. Well, look what we have here. We tracked down a couple more cores near the edge of the city.
Alright. Good Cinderbrick will bring me right back into the green, so there is that.
One way in the Cinderbrick Fort. The hard way. Sure, the city marshals may be gone, but now the fort's crawling with windbags. The calamity was mercy for normal folks. At least the marshals left the kid a parting gift. Something the windbags just can't handle. Something that'll punch clean through their greasy hides.
I don't understand how I fell there.
Different from normal folks. All they want's a warm place to stay and a decent meal. Cinderbrick gave them enough heat and metal to munch on for a while. Well, the fort ain't theirs by right. Kid stash of grenades is there for him if things get even worse. Security's plane gone haywire. Windbags gummed up the works. They trapped the kid in the middle of the force parade ground.
Okay, there's our green.
Left for nobody down at Cinderbrick Fort.
Now then, we can save a little time on Pith Orchard.
Kid shows up just as Zolf's telling me about his own journey to the city.
Oh, except we're not doing the pipe glitch, so we probably can't.
What the kids had to go through for all this.
Also, I never remember where to go on the map between Cinderbrick Fort and Pith Orchard. It's a weird direction.
Nobody's praying to the gods these days. No time for it either. Folks used to make pilgrimage here, pay their respects to Pith, the bull. Well, the gods are long gone now. And the orchard core is long gone too. In time, though, the bull stopped being
Sick, dude.
and started being decoration. Pith makes a decent scarecrow at least. Then Pith lights up like a rodeo. Kid don't eat favors.
That was absolutely terrible.
Guarding that shrine, popping windbags.
I will lose time now.
No need to get the gods involved. Well, if the gods are alive, they must be plenty sore.
Oh my god,
Seems
dude.
they ain't much of a watchdog. Now we can build a shrine of our own, though I got some alternatives in mind.
Oops. Nice job trying to split Langston River there, like an idiot.
The Langston River flowed free and wild till the calamity drank it all up. Maybe all that water just grew weak.
Oh my god, stop, game.
They're so bent on finding the core, they hardly notice the kid. Lucky Lucky for him, a certain famous ferry barge is still afloat. Should send some squirts.
Alright, fine, we're chilling here.
Maybe Nellie knows the way to the core. Maybe she can slip right past all the clamor on the coast. Or maybe not. The security skiff pulls up portside. Nellie's just another windbag to those guns. Just then, the windbags notice who she's sailing with. They try to cut her off.
Bipolar is a rather weak description for Shacular. This run is
They try to slow her down.
pretty awful.
They try to knock her out.
Please get off my barge.
Well, Weepin' Nellie tries harder. Try as she might, though, she hits a snag. Kid's gotta help her get untangled. Favors for favors. At least she picked a good spot for
Oh
her.
my god, he did it again, dude.
Then the kid
It's the second straight time that idiot's gotten wedged in that spot.
They had their own eyes on the core. But why? He finds Weepin' Nellie raring to go. Turns out she's got a special surprise for when the waters get rough. Traffic things think they're king of the roost now. Rest of us only wish we could fly in times like these.
Nice snipe, dude. That was sick. That guy just came out of nowhere and wrecked my face. Speaking of which...
Security skiffs keep on coming, starboard side. Don't seem to care what they shoot, as long as they hit something.
What's up, Ton?
The windbag's getting even better idea.
Yeah, as Forgetacular said, it stands for all story levels, which is just the category of this game where you don't use the core duplication glitch.
She's just gotta make one last stop. With her last breath, Ellie gets the kid to solid ground. Solid ground in Picker country. They want that core real bad.
That worked really well.
Knowing they'll be back. Three times. Now, listen close. You should remember this next.
Nice. Nice, dude. I actually did that level right for once.
Why go to Prosper Bluff? Used to take an enterprising man, or a plain old fool, to venture out that far. And that's why you go to Prosper Bluff, ain't it? The other kid hears something he ain't heard in a long while. How's it go again? Yeah, that's the one.
Why would I have rolled there? I knew that I was gonna fall if I did it, and I did it anyway. Dumbly, and then I fell there.
Well,
Without
no point
correcting.
explaining what happens next, right? Suffice it to say, kid ain't coming home empty-handed.
Alright.
And besides, it's like the
Still save time and gold somehow.
before too long.
Which literally does not make sense at all.
We darn near celebrated when the kid got back, didn't we? Zolf never thought he'd see a fellow or again. We become fast friends. Calamity has that effect on people. But there was more to be done. There was one last core to find. Kid's surprised when I tell him there's only one core left. I shouldn't have believed it either. We tracked the final core beyond the city.
Alright.
Wilds. The wild unknown. Place can eat a man alive. Place is so raw, even the Calamity couldn't cook it. Not all of it. Kid learns the hard way not to touch those things. Pecker's got the core, like they're building a bastion of their own. The welcoming committee scrambles to attention. Didn't expect the kid so soon. They shouldn't have let the guard.
That was not very good, but it's alright.
Getting that core was one thing. Getting out's gonna be another.
Alright, please don't get in my way. Please be on, like, the top. Okay, fine.
But the wilds won't let him go.
Nice! Beautiful. 3 straight clods. I like it. Can we get the stupid glitch this time?
His journey's over, right?
Please, let's get the stupid glitch this time.
It ain't.
Let's not stand in midair while getting the glitch.
You know something's up when we ain't there to give a warm welcome. See, Zolf and I were just wrapping up a heated discussion. Zolf can barely muster the words. The Calamity failed, he says. But I will not.
And with that,
Zolf leaves us here, alone. Seems the only thing the Calamity saved for Zolf was a smoking pipe. Zolf banged up the monument pretty bad. But there's a way to put her back together.
alright, that was dumb in that I got caught on Zia like an idiot. Have a good night, Ecstasy. Thanks for stopping by. But fortunately, I still got the glitch, so I probably didn't lose all that much time, all told.
You'll get lost in that bog, I told the kid.
So I should save, if I do Dawson Bog well, I'll save more than 10 seconds.
Go. What else could I do? What could any of us do? But the shards can make it better. They're like smaller doses of the core's medicine. Shame the only place to fill that prescription is out here in the wilds. This place is intoxicating. Don't know where he's gone. Might be gone for good for all I know. Wherever he is, it's somewhere I've never been. Somewhere I never want to go.
Okay, that's bad. That's super bad. Okay, man, we managed not to pick up the potions. That's good.
The dead welcome him with open arms. Kid pops him. That a survivor? No, ma'am. It's a lonesome ghost of a gas fella.
Alright, we should be good.
I'm Zolf of Ura. Pleased to make your acquaintance. Sure enough, he finds feathers, lunkheads, wallflowers, pincushions, pineapples, swamp weeds, ankle gators. Kid sets foot inside one of St. Anita's famous watering holes. The security's just acting straight now.
Shh.
There's no way out. He's a petty thief.
That was about as bad as that could have possibly gone.
Would you look at what he did to poor old Rondi, the bartender?
And I don't have any grenades left, so the run's pretty much over.
So simple with this one. Now here's a kid whose whole world's alright, snoozing there on a rock in the sky. He wakes up. I'm just fooling. He sees what's left of the rippling walls. Years of work undone in an instant. He sees what's left of his lifelong friend. His friend. He's come undone too. He sees what's left undone. Thought we lost him, but he finally comes to. The shard ain't lost either. Not anymore. Gotta find a ticket out of this hole. Ever heard of a lung blossom? The breath on that thing, like a scumbag sprung a leak. Well, the kid prunes it down to size somehow.
Stupid. Wasted one.
Mother only knows what happened in the bog. Kid never much cared to speak of it.
Well, you can see how it's going, Spectral. Yeah, Ton, this is a PC game. It also came out for Xbox 360. Probably is available for PS3 or something at this point.
But beggars can't be choosers.
And also is available on iOS.
That, and we'll be back in business. A single shard can breathe new life into this place. Behold, the Pantheon. The shard's got enough juice to spruce up any of the
I don't even care at this point. Let's just do a run.
ankle gators used to roam the wilds, and they nested at Rothus Lagoon. Many a tale folks used to scare their children straight originated here. They used to think that ankle gators were extinct. Well, they ain't. Turns out Queen Anne got a hold of the shard. Ankle gators love shiny things. The brushers use their pikes to keep their distance around here. Now the kid can do the same. Queenie leads the kid into some kind of twisted trap. One bad step in that tall grass and it's Queen Anne's lunch. The closer you get to an ankle gator's lair, the thicker the tall grass grows. Wanna know how to find an ankle gator lair? You use a kid as bait. The shard's sitting in plain view. Now she's coming for him. She's got nowhere else to go. He's got it, and now to finish her off.
How the shit did you not die?
They say if you run across an ankle gator, you better keep running. After all that, kid lets the ankle gator go. Hope
I'll still PB on this run at the end because of how stupid it is.
all that trouble for a single shard, but you know what? It was worth it. Ain't saying much, but that's the greatest forge in all the city. Know how Celandia became the richest city in the world? 2 words. Point Lemaine. If the wild could ever be tamed, it was gonna happen right here. Whole place shudders in a fit. The grand rail of Point Lemaine. Not only is it still there, it still works. Of course, it's no longer shipping hides and alloys and spices. The Army's triggers once had the place on lockdown, but it can give the kid a lift. Just as long as he can stay clear of the trouble on the tracks. The Grand Rail's all grown over with things the Calamity chewed up and spat out. Things eager to take back their turf. Kid don't let so much as one of those things slip by.
That was wrong. Cool, I got like nowhere.
Of course, the Grand Rails see much more fighting in bygone.
How? How?
Right here, that's
What?
four
You...
mix it up. Near on,
This game
first shots fired in the Uracil.
can go dief.
Okay, so maybe we didn't get their sign off on the whole Grand Rail thing. The rail must have shook the Ura to the bone down in those dens of theirs. Well, the rail won't last much longer now that the kid took the shard. That was bad. It's still got one good run in store for him, though. All the rotten wood there on the rail Swampweed Central. Ever tried dancing side to side while holding your breath? While choking on swampweed? While peckers trying to prick you in the eye? Well, let me tell you, it ain't fun. But then at last, it's the end of the line. He'll be picking swampweed out of those boots for days. Turns out he's got company up at the rail station, waiting for him. Not much wiggle room up there.
Really?
Turns out he's wrong. This
I did not heal before doing that. I pressed the shoot button instead. I'm gonna die. Yep.
Ceylondia lost many good men on the rail. When the kid comes to, the man's long gone. But something else is there. Well, what's a kid to do? He took the shard, he took the hit, and he took that note.
Still gonna PB.
That note cuts straight to the heart of things, don't it? It ain't too late to unlock the potential of this place. The memorial may be finished, but our part is far from over.
Yeah, Spectral will probably do another run after this. Because of how frustrating and dumb this is.
What Colford Cauldron here blew up way ahead of its time. The cauldron boiled over some 300 years ago. They say it filled the skies with ash and the lakes with molten rock. As for us, we learned an awful lot from Colford Cauldron. Sure, we dusted off a good many secrets out here, but we discovered other things we're better off not knowing. All sorts of awful things crawling underfoot. After all, when we looked down inside Colford Cauldron, we had to have it. As for the kid, he just has to get that shard out of there. Too bad taking that thing woke up every last stink eye from here to Charleston Bog. And where there's one stink eye, there's always more. Biggest stink eye he's ever seen's waiting for him on the other side. The cauldron's tenants all
Sure, why not? Let's just gold Colford Cauldron.
farewell. With a good spyglass, you can still see the coal. It comes back looking like the inside of a chimney.
I don't really find that to be true, Forgetacular.
You can hear the monuments beat again.
Basically, the level of perfection expected of each run pretty much scales to the actual duration of each run.
Distillery's private reserve.
So a 5-minute run like Super Mario Brothers with warps, the level of perfection expected is pretty much literally perfect. Even for a 15-minute run like Bastion New Game Any %,
There's no more
I'm expecting to get a perfect run at some point.
for the beasts of the wild to go. But they ain't yet prepared for any company.
Although, of course, my definition of perfect differs very slightly. I'll take small time losses, but in Mario Brothers, you would not take any time losses literally at all.
Those beasts been hard at work fixing up the place. But if we win, they win too. Our bastion is everybody's game. Not just ours. We just really need their shard.
Whereas in an hour-long run like this, I wouldn't even necessarily be trying for no falls,
Arguments getting better.
but
Results
there's still so much game to play that even like just hitting all the major strats is actually fairly hard.
we need an awful big lost and found under the circumstances. Imagine everything you'd need to build a city like Ceylondia. It takes hard work and planning, and it also takes Bastion quarry. The quarry came with a lifetime supply of windbags. Not only are these rocks a source of life, we found that the oldest ones.
That's bad.
They're recording everything, all the time.
Well, we got early where risky at least. Don't have to worry about it later on.
Such a fascinating place. Might be the gods told them the quarry's bad news. Those rocks, all polished to a mirror sheen. The largest ones, you know, as cores. Remember how I said rattletails ain't the worst thing in the quarry?
Alright, at least we survived Lunky.
The quarry alone. That honor goes to a beast we took to Colin, Sir Lunky. Massive things stomped many of our boys. We just couldn't get rid of him. Then the kid hears a voice calling from down the hall. Are you alright? It says. Kid hears him, but he ain't about to be deterred.
Losing more time here. Sick.
He says, then I won't stop you, because my countrymen will.
Alright, in before a giant time gain.
Say what you will about Zolf, but he's a man of his word. His countrymen don't much care for pleasantries, though. The Hura think they got him. They're wrong. Too bad for that.
Cafe Mug, I've never seen a highlight from you of that, or a video or anything. Oh, why did I come this way? I'm gonna have a problem now.
But there's only one cure. We need to finish what we started. The arsenal's complete, in case we need protection. Now all we need is one last shard.
Oh, whoa. Did I just get a different tech skip? What?
One last shard. It's all we need to put this mess behind us. And mother, what a mess it is. A mess like that could have only been made by hand. At the heart of the calamity was a simple idea. We never wanted to go to war again. Wanted to rule it out. Most of our efforts didn't bear fruit. Then there was a breakthrough.
Alright.
But it didn't come from one
You haven't bothered to upload it. For crap's sake, Cafe Mug, dude. We need more people on that leaderboard. Come on.
then.
Stop holding out.
Worked with the Mancers, the sharpest knives in the city's drawer. With his help, the Mancers devised a way to seal the Ura tunnel shut. In a flash. Just like that, every last Ura living in the Tassel terminals will be gone. But Ven didn't like being manipulated. He had plans of his own. He sabotaged the Mancers' little science project. Set it to blow up in their faces. But remember, the Bastion can fix everything. We just need that shard. You can't turn back now.
That's amazing. I don't think I've ever managed to do that before.
Ain't exactly been willing to collaborate on that front. For now, Kid had little choice but to pick up where the calamity left off.
Alright, sure, why not? Let's just save 55 seconds. Whatever.
Zia. The Ura fell back, no doubt planning the next move. But we knew ours already. There's something we had to do before going after that last shard. Well, now it's personal.
Cafe Mug, you should at least post in the SDA thread. I like to know that people are actually, like, running the category.
And it's personal for me. They've got these conductors that are always...
I fucking hate Zoltan's Hollow.
Well, the Ura must be in a panic right about now. They even sick their little rattletail pets on the kid. By now, every Ura...
I don't even, like, care what the final time is at this point.
The Ura keep hanging on to their barricade. After all, their homeland's not much farther. guess our people caused the calamity, but here we are trying to fix it. As the hour grows desperate, the Ura bring out their big guns.
I'm gonna get black screen. Oh man, I avoided it barely. Alright, Cafe Mug, thank you. Have a good night, dude.
Once the kid gets that last shard from Zolf, it'll all be over.
What's up, Ogum?
I can't hear him at all anymore. He's too far away. But he'll be alright. The calamity hit the Tassel terminals hardest of all. You know why Zolf went back there. Zolf must be there all alone, just waiting. All his old friends and family were there. You know what's funny? Look around. There's not much left to do here at the Bastion, I'm afraid. So why not tell each other stories?
Alright, Forge.
Right. When the kid brings back that
I'll try to finish strong so that you at least get a good time here. Although, it's not gonna be that good. Whatever.
Oh, we're not gonna die. It's more like all of this will just stop. Things will go back to the way they used to be. This whole place is a living record of the times before the calamity. You be your old self again. Think of all those times that didn't go your way. You follow me?
Perfect.
Everything you've ever done, you could do it over. And wouldn't that be grand? I guess there's nothing more to say. Who am I kidding? Look. There's something else. A confession. How come I know so much about the Bastion? Well, I designed the place. But that's beside the point. There's one problem with a place that sets things back to a bygone time. You can't test it. So you're probably wondering, if the calamity happened already, what's to stop it from happening again after the Bastion does its thing? The answer is... I don't know.
No, Evil Penguin, sorry, dude. Alas, I will not save Zolf.
You're wondering if there ain't some other way out of this mess. It's alright. I can tell. But why would you even want another way? Unless you wanted to stay here with us. The weight of the calamity. It's on our shoulders. We can't just let it go. The Bastion does have another function. Strictly speaking, if ever the monument blew out and we couldn't repair it, we could still evacuate. First, we'd round up as many folks as we could carry.
Have I found the perfect path yet? It's already been found, Spectral. If you look in the Bastion thread on SDA, there's an image, or a sequence of images that show you the optimal path to do the jumping in Tassel terminals.
That way, all of us. You know, Zolf and his countrymen won't be giving up that shard without a fight, don't you?
Wow, really?
All they want now is to see the Bastion fall. He can't have imagined the city would try to wipe the Ura out. Zolf ain't lost every shred of decency, though, has he? He tried to warn you about his plans. He tried to warn the kid. Zolf, this ain't a personal matter. It ain't a simple matter of pride either. One thing's for sure, the Ura can't be happy that the kid followed Zolf all the way home.
See ya.
Kid saved Zolf once, but I don't think he'd make the same mistake. I wouldn't. Don't you worry, though. Once the Bastion's restored, it'll all be alright. You ain't still thinking about that whole leaving the city thing, are you?
This has been a disappointing run in a lot of ways, but whatever. Ah, stupid, dude. I shouldn't have gone for that. I'm so dumb. That's such a dumb thing to go for. Gotta get that attack off before the knockback happens. Hello. Almost got him.
Kid's probably dealt with Zolf by now. He reminds me of myself when I was his age.
Really? Really? Alright, fine.
Hey, kid. Get up, kid. Come on, that ain't funny. I say get up. That's more like it. Now, set that shard into the monument there. Then we'll talk.
Nice, Evil Penguin. You should go play the game. It's a really good game.
Now,
Alright, well this is like a 48 50 or 4805 maybe? 4806, I can't tell. I didn't watch what the thing was. We'll find out momentarily, I guess.
I ain't one for long goodbyes. So here's the deal. Zia and I figure you done the heavy lifting, so you get to do the honors. We can tell you how to work this thing if you got any questions. Hey, kid.
4806 flat. World Recce, guys.
It's finished. Now, sit tight. It'll be over soon. No matter what happens next, you're done good. I suppose all that's left is to try and remember this moment. The Bastion's gonna take us back to a better time before any of this. Might be we'll forget everything you've done and each other. Though after all we've been through, I find that hard to believe. So long, kid. Maybe I'll see you in the next one. Say, Landia, we're coming home.